I got hired at a hotel. On my first day, they gave me a horrifying set of rules. I needed money fast, so when I spotted a newspaper ad promising $300 per hour at Blackwood Hotel, I thought I'd struck gold. On my first night, I found a single sheet of paper labeled Employee Rules waiting on the front desk. I figured it was stuff like don't steal towels, but I was dead wrong. These rules were more like twisted instructions for surviving the night. Rule 1. You get exactly 1 free snack from the lobby bar. Anything more is docked from your pay. Rule 2. Never use the elevator between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Rule 3. If you see a tall man with a crimson duffel bag, do not look into his eyes. Check him into room 232. Rule 4. If you hear wailing from the pool after midnight, lock yourself in the office. Do not come out before sunrise. Rule 5. Never enter room 405 for any reason. Rule 6. If a guest complains about black or sticky tap water, call the owner. Rule 7. Verify each member of the morning cleaning crew with the official roster. If a name's missing, do not let them in. Rule 8. No religious books in guest rooms. We keep one behind the desk if anyone insists. Rule 9. The system may show vacant rooms on floor 6. The Blackwood Hotel only has 5 floors. Ignore it. I read the first few lines, then tossed the list aside. Must be an elaborate prank to scare rookies. The night started calm. Around 2:15 a.m., I was messing around on my phone in the back office when the bell at the front desk chimed. I strolled out to greet the newcomer, only to freeze. A man in a dark suit stood by the check-in counter, gripping a bright red duffel. Immediately, I remembered Rule 3, don't look into his eyes. That's when I realized his bag was soaked. Whatever clung to it looked suspiciously like blood. My pulse hammered. According to the rule, I should check him into 232, but I fumbled on the keyboard and typed 223 by mistake. He took the key, gave a single nod, then disappeared into the hallway. My eyes darted down to see a crimson puddle on the tile. I grabbed a mop, but when I looked again, the floor was spotless. Confusion gnawed at me. Moments later, every phone in the lobby started ringing at once. Calls from the 3rd floor. Panicked voices demanded to know who was pounding on their doors. Another rule flashed in my mind. The elevator is off limits after 2 a.m. Too late. I'd essentially authorized him to roam. I swallowed hard, heading for the corridor. The overhead lights flickered and I heard footsteps, rapid, heavy, coming from above. Then total silence. I remembered the last rule. Ignore vacant rooms on floor 6. So I wasn't surprised to see the elevator panel indicating someone had pressed a non-existent 6th floor button. Fear spiked through me. Was he heading somewhere that didn't exist? Not sure what else to do, I fled to the office, slamming the door behind me. For a long while, I heard scuffling footsteps in the corridor outside. A man's voice muttering something or someone, as though searching from door to door. Eventually, the hallway fell silent. By dawn, I crept out to the lobby. Everything looked normal. No bag, no footprints, no blood. My manager strolled in casually, asked if I'd had a smooth night. I just forced a smile. Then he handed me the same list I'd read before, tapping the line about room 232 with a knowing look. I've never gone back. I told them I quit. They begged me to reconsider. Honestly, I can't handle the nightmares, because I still remember that blood-soaked duffel, the phantom footsteps, and the flickering elevator panel pointing to a non-existent floor. That's not worth any paycheck.